Hello, welcome to this demonstration of Simple Navigation 1. You're going to find a link to VexVR on the top level of our Schoology course. I moved it right to the very top of the list, so it should be easy for everyone to access. So I'm going to click Join our VexVR class and open that link in a new window by clicking on this arrow. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with that link. And here I am in VexVR. It shows the last project that I had open. I actually am going to start a new project by choosing New Blocks Project. If you want to, you can save any project that you have open to your local desk, to your local computer. In my case, I'm just going to start a new project. I'm going to make it a number grid map. And here I have a blank canvas. Now, if I go back to Schoology, I can go back to our course, and I'm going to find the classwork folder. So that's where we have our assignments. We're going to look at Simple Navigation 1 right now, and we are going to use the document that is attached. So Simple Navigation 1 has a few tasks in it. First, it tells us that you're going to use the number grid map, which we've done, when we want to save our project as period 4B with your last name. And then make sure that you're aware of what the rotation values are to move around the map. If you turn 90 degrees, or negative 90 degrees, you're going to turn your robot left or right. It'll be a square angle, a perfect right or left turn. If you turn 180 degrees, you're basically doing an about face. You're going to turn into the direct opposite direction. If you were to turn 270 degrees, you're basically making a 3/4 turn, which will result in you going left or right from your prior position. And if you did a 360 degree turn, you're going to just make a full circle and end up exactly where you started. So now that we've gone over the rotation values, here is how this project works. It asks you to have your robot in VexVR travel from 1 to 10 and trace. That means you want to leave a line behind. So we have a little screenshot here. That's the goal, that you should make your robot do this and put in a screenshot. So why don't we do this one together? We're going to go to VexVR. We're going to show our number grid playground. And the question was how to get to number 81 and trace. So, well, first of all, if we want to trace, you're going to find that under looks. You're going to move the pen down. Moving the pen down indicates that there's a pen that's going to be touching the ground, and as your robot moves around, that pen leaves a mark. So we're going to have our robot go to 81. It looks like if we're starting in number 1 and we want to get to 81, we basically just have to go forward, right? So it's a matter of thinking about how far to go forward. Let's get our forward function out of the drivetrain category. I'm going to choose the block that says drive forward for 200 millimeters. Okay, so let's try that. This triangle play button here will execute the program. All right, it's done. So we went forward by 1 box. 1 box was equal to 200 millimeters. In order to get from 1 to 81, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes forward. So I think that means I'd better multiply 8 times 200. Well, 8 times 2 is 16, so I guess I need 1600. All right, I'm going to use this circular arrow here to refresh the board, and then I'm going to execute the program again. Let's see what happens. Ah, we did it. We went from 1 to 81 and we left a mark. I can stop. And my goal is to submit a screenshot. So I'm just bringing my code a little bit closer to the window. And I'm going to use Shift Windows S in order to make a screenshot. I'm going to capture my path and my code. And then I'm going to go back to my Word document, put my cursor in this box. I'm going to actually drop down a line or two, and I'm going to use Control V to paste my screenshot. And there it is. I can show the result of my code. I can show my code and the result of my code, actually. Okay, what's next? You can see some other examples here. I'm going to take this one out so we can actually do it together. Travel from 1 to 34 and trace. So I need to refresh the screen here. I want to go from 1 to 34. So it looks like I'm going to be going forward and then turning and then going forward. How far am I going forward? 1, 2, 3. 3 boxes, and we said each box is 200 millimeters. 3 times 200 would be 600. Let me try that and just see if I'm on the right track. All right, that looks good. Next, I need to turn. So I think I'm making a right turn, right? 90 degrees. Seems just right. That should get me going in this direction. And then I need to go, how many boxes? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the same as what I did here. Maybe I'll just duplicate it. I'm going to right click on my drive forward for 600. I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to paste right there. I don't need this one though. I'm going to use my delete key to remove it. And let's see how this code goes. It's going forward, returning, and we did it. We got to 34. Amazing. So now we take a screenshot. Again, that is Shift Windows key S. And we're taking a screenshot. And I can paste it into my document. All right. Finally, travel from 1 to 27 and trace. Let's try that together. So I'm going to think about it. 1 to 27. So I would have to go forward, turn, and go forward, but different distances. So I can kind of keep this structure, right? I still want to trace, I still want to go forward and turn and go forward some more. I'm going different distances. So if I want to go to 27, I'm going 1, 2, 2 boxes. Each box is 200 millimeters. So that's 2 times 200, 400. And then from 21, I'll turn right, and I need to get to 27. So that is, instead of doing the math, I could also do a little bit of trial and error. That's another way to do things. Let's see how that goes. I'm at 21. I got to 25, so I need a little bit more. Let me try 1,000. Refresh, play it again. Oh, not quite. Let me try 1,200. And as I run my code, I see, 27, we did it. So when you're coding, think about the different ways to do things. Sometimes you want to calculate and do the math, and you might get it just right, or you might have to make an adjustment. Sometimes people just try things out with trial and error and kind of see what works, and then you can keep iterating on your code. That means revising, improving, expanding. So code rarely works the first time. We're often tweaking and changing and running it again until we get it right. So that's always fine for you to do that. I'm going to take another screenshot here. Since we completed the task, we're going to go Shift Windows key S and draw a rectangle around the area that we want. And I'm going back to my document. I'm going to paste in my work. And there we go. So those are the main tasks of this assignment. Make your robot travel around the number grid field, and then once you get to the designated number, take a screenshot of your code and the resulting field. Finally, there is the ultimate challenge. This assignment has you follow these directions and notice what you end up drawing. Finally, we put in a screenshot of our resulting code and the output, the picture that resulted from moving around the number grid field. So I'll do a couple of these moves with you, and then maybe you can do a little bit on your own. First, we're traveling from 1 to 63 without tracing. Okay. So let me go to the VexVR field. I'm going to just reset. If we are not going to trace, we're going to need to move the pen up, I guess. I guess I can leave that in. Move the pen up. And I'm going to 63, right? Okay. So that means I have to go to 63. Okay, so forward. I think that's about 6 boxes. Let's try 1200. Turn right, and then we're going 1, 2, 2 boxes. So that should be 2 times 200, 400, right? So let's try that out. Okay, we got to 63, and we did not leave a line. Mission accomplished. What's next? Travel, 63, 53, 54, 64, 63 with tracing. Okay, let's do it. So first we're going to have to put the pen down and then get from 63 to 53. So to get the pen down, I'm going back to looks, move pen down, and then I need to get from 63, was it to 53? Yeah, 63 to 53. So I think I'm going to have to make a turn and then move forward 1 box. Okay, let me go back to the drivetrain. I'm making a right turn, I think, and I'm going to go forward 1 box. All right, let me see how that works. Okay, we did it. Next, we're going to 54 and then 64 and then 63. 54, 64, 63. So to get to 54, I'm going to have to make another right turn and then go forward. Well, you know what? I'm just going to duplicate. That's the exact thing I did to get to 53. And then I'm going to go from 54 to 64. Guess what? We're duplicating again. It's just faster. And then we're going from 64 to 63. That looks like another right turn. Oh wait, are we going left? I think we are going left. So I can duplicate, but I have to change direction, right? Turning left, and then we're turning left, and we're turning left. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, awesome. So we have completed steps 1 and 2 together. I'll do step 3 with you, and then I think you can handle the rest on your own if you've gotten this far. So we're going from 63 to 67 without tracing. 63 to 67 without tracing. That means we are picking the pen up. Move pen up. And then we are going to 67, correct? Yeah, 67. Well, I want to use my drivetrain, and I think I need to do a reverse, which I can actually do with the forward block. I just have to change forward to reverse. And I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. 4 times 200 would be 800. And let me see how that works. So as you're using this video and any other video that I make, I want you to think about the fact that you can pause, you can replay as many times as you need to, and just kind of work through your assignment step by step with a demonstration there to support you. You can skip ahead to the parts that you need. Don't watch the parts you don't need. It's meant to be flexible. It's meant to be an extra support for you to help you complete your assignments. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know if you have any suggestions. And good luck with the rest of the Ultimate Challenge. Bye now.